Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Metaphor. We are back in Grand Red, now with a new party member, technically. Yep, sure enough, there she is. Juna is now part of the team, officially. Didn't come as too much of a surprise, I suppose. I had my suspicions earlier. How exactly that's going to work in practice, who knows? Doesn't mention anything about, you know, active party and reserve quite yet. I'm sure the game is going to tell me once it becomes relevant. For now, of course, we continue the story after the event. Still the evening of the soiree, I suppose, technically. Yeah. We have the formula. I'm pretty sure that, well, I mean, obviously, is it Fidelio, right? The older and much shorter of the two Parapus brothers. He obviously has his suspicions, and I'm pretty sure that Luis knows exactly what's going on. Like, yeah, probably. He's just playing along for now for some reason.
Let's go.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know exactly, but I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, anyway, we have the formula, and we need someone to read it. And apparently the prodigal healer Rella is supposed to help us, and Juna trusts her. So let's go on inside. We have memorandum entries to read. I think I'm gonna wait because we might just unlock more. I'm just gonna finish this series of events here, I guess, until...
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment.
Yep, that's her. We've seen her. When the council heard her as, I think, an expert on human attacks, or on humans in general. I think. Something like that.
Hello. How can I help you? Juna.
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Yeah, she was there too.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister.
Right, I wasn't entirely sure, but I thought something like that was mentioned at some point. So we technically knew about this. Maybe we saw memorandum entries on Juna, and I think maybe Rella as well. And I think it was mentioned in there somewhere, probably.
Adopted sister, that is.
Yes, I mean...
Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
Okay, interesting. So not common knowledge. I mean, yeah, they're obviously from different tribes.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Father's efforts.
Oh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I think it's better if you don't know.
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on!
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Exactly. I mean, I'm surprised that not everyone sees it that way, because that's literally what happened in front of everyone's eyes. I mean, I suppose they couldn't necessarily have known that it wasn't our intent for that to happen all along, but yeah, I mean, clearly the person who ordered her to be executed on the spot was Forden, so the blame for that should fall entirely on him.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani's Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
Well, she succeeded. On both accounts, I guess.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh! You didn't have to put it like that.
Also,
I've looked over the
please.
formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are... enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What? Then...
I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing?
Please. We can definitely use another pointer.
You're a friend of hers, aren't you?
Oh,
Please, keep Juna safe.
yeah. That goes without saying. She won't need it. I mean, I guess she has a tendency of getting herself into dicey situations, so...
She's strong enough to do that herself.
She is. I know she's far stronger than I am. But she'll charge headlong
Yeah.
into any danger, so... Please, watch over her.
I'll do my best.
I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
Are you gonna become our ally now?
The curse is impossible to break?
I mean, she didn't say that. She said it was impossible to break just with this alone. Which, of
Did
course...
I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
Yeah, that's a good question. Any ideas?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
Well, I mean, we're getting to that point ourselves, so... You know. I think the fact that he's literally invulnerable right now is a bigger problem, but yeah.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the Gauntlet Runner.
If we take Juna out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Louise catching on that we're in the royal capital. I mean, she's already been spotted. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner away from prying eyes. I mean, or we could teleport back to Brylehaven before someone notices that a runner is suddenly missing and no one saw it leave. It's, you know.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people?
I think so. Actually, never counted.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
We do, and that reminds me that I never tried using the bathroom or the bathing room, the washroom or whatever. Or was there something else? Those two, I guess. Ever again, which at some point I discovered give you at least small benefits. Well, at least one of the two gave me like a small experience boost at one point just for using it, and I said that I was going to try to remember using it every time I had a chance on the runner, and then I just literally never did. Big surprise there.
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Drinking, reading...
Thinking,
Oh,
mostly.
thinking, of course.
Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air.
Really, thinking about upgrading our runner.
Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what?
I mean, you still need to get somewhere first. Obviously, flying would be hugely helpful in that.
A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process.
Crunched up?
I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence, when they told me I was to be demoted.
I go to bed. Oh, I'm getting bored. What? No. This is obviously extremely interesting. So you gave up?
So you just gave up?
Hardly. It'll take more than that to stamp out my fires, chum. I've known my place was in the sky since I was a schoolboy. Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty big problem, though. Especially since it's never been practically proven.
But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure.
Yeah, I mean...
You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping,
I mean, if you modify the runner, just, you know, attach some wings to it. Not sure where you'd take them from in the first place, but maybe that's where we come in. And assuming it fails again, we would also all die, or, you know, you would risk all of our lives as well.
The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Okay. When can we expect this this new technology to arrive? Oh, party formation, here we go. You can change or add party members to your party from the party option in the main menu. Press A and form a group of up to 4. Oops,
So?
didn't mean to just skip that. I'm sure it wasn't important. Let's rest in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back for now. Right. Isn't there... system... tutorials... battle... maybe... party formation. Reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle unless they're high enough rank. You can never remove protagonists. I mean, yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. No surprises there. Form a party of up to 4. Oh, I see. Heisme has been removed from the party. Rude. Rudely so. And he's definitely gonna be in the party. I've found him very useful. Not to mention the fact that I just like him as a character. I mean, that's true for everybody. As I think I may have talked about before. You know, in some games it's less... I find myself, you know, or find this kind of decision to be easier if there's just a character that I'm not just not that interested in, or, you know, not that fond of. Not the case here. I mean, yeah, Stroll's personal story is... Well, no, actually, I was saying that Hulkenberg's personal story is a bit boring, because it's just not really going anywhere. I mean, we're only just getting to the point where we're gonna learn about her dark backstory or something. Like, I don't know. But it's been kind of slow going. But that doesn't mean that I don't like her as a character. So, I mean, ultimately... It's also because everybody can be every class, right? It's not really... I could literally use any 4 people and it would be basically the same. I guess their basic stats are different. I mean, they probably are. I mean, they definitely are. So Juna has a lot of magic. So I guess I should base it on that alone, really? I could base it on that alone. She has basically no strength. Very high magic. And... yeah, so her magic is the highest in the party. Almost as high as the protagonists. And that's without any equipment. So as soon as I equip her with anything that boosts magic, which I probably should do, she'd be there. Also, she's actually 4 levels, 3 to 4 levels behind everyone else. Well, 2 to 4, I suppose. Suggesting that, you know, the expected average party level at this point is 34. So yes, we are a little bit higher, but not drastically so, I would say. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh god, who am I gonna leave out for now? I guess I can pretty safely leave out Stroll, right? Because he has... okay, let me double check that. Abilities... Battle Hypnosis... At the normal rate. Okay, so as soon as someone is rank 6, they will gain normal experience. So... yeah, for Heisme that would be true as well, but I mean, I both like him, and his assassin persona is just, well, archetype is just very strong. So, yeah, we'll have him in the party, and Stroll can, let's see here, change party? Okay, let's just activate and deactivate. Yeah, we can go with this. Let's look at her archetype, I guess. Archetype explanation. Masked Dancer. The origin Masked Dancer archetype. By equipping accessories called masks, it can change its skills and resistances to adapt as needed. Masks can be created by selecting special experiments in academia after acquiring the requisite materials, such as through enemy drops. Right, we've been getting a bunch of those. She starts at rank 5 and learns the next ability at rank 11. Okay. Masked Revelry recovers a medium amount of caster's MP every turn. Ooh, and that's something she will just be able to inherit on any archetype. Unless... Is she different, perhaps, in that she cannot use regular archetypes? Wait, oh, let's not do that. Let's go to equipment. Well, she doesn't have any other archetypes for now, but... Is the dancer... Yeah, it's just up here. It's just like any other archetype. In fact, wait. Oh. No. It's not. It's only available to her. That's a first, right? I think, so far. Or have we not... Oh, she's not our follower yet. She's not in the list, even though she's in our party. That's fascinating. Okay, I'm surely she's going to appear here, right? Obviously. And at that point, I guess her archetype is going to become unlocked for everybody. Okay, it's just... I guess it happens in stages. I guess we haven't really had this situation before. I'm pretty sure that with our previous allies, as soon as they joined... they also became our followers and then unlocked their archetype for everyone. Okay. Or she's just special and she can only ever be the masked dancer, not singer. And can basically... Okay, gotta stop doing that. She can basically swap or change this archetype, adapt it to different situations by equipping those masks. And that's just unique to her. Yeah, that could be the case. But you can only equip one of these. Seeker's Mask. That's why... Okay, adds a resistance to wind and weakness to fire. Changes skills and resistances when equipped. Do we have more? Looks like for now we only have this one mask. It's interesting. So it's a Seeker's Mask because she was inspired to even try awakening her archetype by observing a Tantuo, whose, you know, default archetype, of course, is the Seeker. Okay, something like that, I guess. I mean, I guess we could go to Academia and look around there and see what's what.
Damn it!
After all we did to get into Louise's good graces and secure the formula, does it weigh on you that all our efforts have been spit in the wind? Nothing's waste. I mean, it's a bummer, of course, but also I knew that there was more of the game left after this episode, so I'm not surprised that it didn't actually work out. Plus, you know, we can always build on what we've achieved.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Know that I'm here for you, should you ever start to despair. It's times like this when I'm heartened by Juno's bright positivity. Well, that certainly could have turned out worse than it did. I mean, yeah, it definitely could have. All thanks to your engineer, I assume. That crazy uncle-looking chap? Yeah. Wait, how exactly? Wait, what do you mean? I mean, no, I really don't understand why she's mentioning him here. Is she talking about him showing her the bathroom earlier, or about our operation aboard the Caradrius, in which Nuris had absolutely no part, or him just steering our gauntlet runner? I mean, I don't know, man. Nuris, wasn't it? Never seen a man run such a tight ship with a few loose screws of his own. That aside, I wish you all wouldn't stand on ceremony with me. I'm on your side now, truly. Yeah, okay. It's a bitter setback that we've lost the means to break His Highness's curse. Lost the means? We've never had those means, unfortunately. Yet it would serve nothing to only wallow in dismay. If the only path that remains is slaying Louise, we must seek new strength with zeal renewed. Yeah, well, we'll just have to win the competition. I need to become king, and as soon as I am, Luis will no longer be protected, and we can just kill him the old-fashioned way. You were fortunate indeed to find an unexpected ally in the midst of hostile territory. Hulkenberg had much to say on the fame and accomplishments of both Juna and Rella. I must confess a near total ignorance of modern trends and those that set them. What about you? Me personally? Yeah, same. But I know that Hulkenberg was a big fan, or is a big fan, I guess, of Juna.
Alright.
Maybe I should go in while no one else is using it. Yeah, I mean, it's... If you're going to use the toilet, I think it's customary to use it when no one else is currently using it. Or things could get awkward.
Right.
Refreshed.
Got it.
Now that I'm a candidate, it's important to be well groomed, yes. Do we literally get 100 XP every single time? Yep, looks like it. Well, I don't know, maybe a certain number of days have to pass. And I guess even if you could. Alright, the pantry. We've just got some free stuff last time.
This is...
Argo sugar and briny salt. Just like that. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. I was just about to say that since Juna hasn't become a follower yet, we probably... she probably didn't unlock any new recipes for us, but apparently... I was wrong. Sweeter than poison recipe. Cursed love ballad. Secretest of secrets. Is one of those the souffle that we're looking for? Sweeter than poison. No. White peach turnip, gauntlet shrooms, and loomy bee. Sounds like... I don't know. That's quite the selection of ingredients. A sweet assortment of fruits and vegetables. That can cure even a witch's poison. Okay, one ally, 200 MP restore and poison cure. It's an interesting combination, okay. Rock beans, briny salt, and a dream eater moth. A sweet assortment of fruits and vegetables that can cure even the most insufferable heartache. And the secretest of secrets, Lord of the Lake, aka a big fish, mellow milk, and marbled bluefin tuna. A single bite is a taste of bliss. Fully restores MP for one ally. And this one restores 100 MP and cures Hex for all allies. Wow. I mean, just 200 MP restoration, basically full MP restore, or 100 MP for the whole party, and an actual full MP restore. Those are some pretty good things, but yeah, I guess... Well, we haven't seen 2 out of 3 ingredients here. In Loomy Bees, we've only been able to gather like one at a time at the fire, the campfire, while traveling with the runner, so very limited supply. We do have these things, of course, but yeah, Dream Eater moths, same problem there. And tuna, I think we were able to just buy. But the Lord of the Lake, of course, I guess we'll need to fish. We have a bait for it, but we still haven't unlocked the ability to do any actual fishing. So, okay, unfortunately, it's still not the thing that we need for the quest, but we can make one of the things. So why don't we? Oh, it's not working right now. Yeah, fair enough. I guess now is maybe also not the time necessarily. Huh? Oh. For a moment I thought I saw someone there. Clearly not. Okay, nothing new here, of course. I suppose we might as well go to Academia.
Now, where was I?
If we can, we can. Lots of things to talk about.
Would you look at this?
Ah, it seems you have another new ally. And this time, quite the unexpected character at that. Your ally's awakening has revealed a new archetype called the Masked Dancer. It holds a power both unique and interesting. I've prepared a new special experiment to enhance its potential to the highest level. Then. Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means.
So, you've acquired a new archetype?
It would indeed appear as you've acquired a new archetype. Yes. Yes, indeed. Still nothing new here with the mystical scrolls, right? Because at one point they actually were glowing green.
It's conceivable. Adieu.
Function unlocks special experiments. Yes. Use special experiments to create items and certain archetypes utilized during battle. Are there more? Or is it just the dancer? You can get these materials from enemies.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable. What would you care to know?
Lecture too, though?
This right here.
Ah, the masked dancer. Quite a unique archetype. Most notable for its ability to change its powers using various masks. These masks are sources of the archetype's heroic power. They can be equipped freely to change one's skills and even one's elemental resistances. That said, to create these masks requires a ritual I call a special experiment, and you'll need to gather the requisite reagents.
All right.
That is colorless white masks that I shall imbue with shades of power. The majority of them you will acquire in battle or within labyrinths.
Please.
I admit I'm excited by the prospect of not only creating them, but laying eyes on them for the first time myself. I do hope you'll find this a worthy pursuit.
What would you care to know?
What do you have to say about the party formation?
Right.
Once you possess a wide suite of archetypes, it will be all the more important to consider party composition. It's certainly not a bad idea to assemble archetypes that simply work to each user's favor. However, more specific compositions could lead to untold power. And synthesis is vital to assemble your fighting force. If you can cover your allies' weaknesses, you'll find few enemies can stand against you.
Of course.
Of course, you mustn't forget your defenses, especially when it comes to affinities and resistances. Always be aware of what your allies' weaknesses are. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. I can't even remember what protagonist's weaknesses are. If you know the enemy's capabilities beforehand, you can attune your party to better take advantage of your foe's weaknesses. I mean, yeah, I've been mostly focusing just on that aspect, and that alone is a lot to keep track of. But it's also been working out mostly just fine. Yeah.
But for that...
As such, it might be best to ask certain sharp-eared sources in the cities. Yes, I've been doing that.
What would you care to know?
Okay. So how do these experiments practically work? We could theoretically make more of the same, which I guess would make sense if we can eventually just unlock the masked dancer for everybody, and we could theoretically have more than one in the party. Magic Seeker's Mask. Okay, so there's literally one for every other archetype. That's interesting. Fool White Mask, Judgment White Mask, Magician White Mask, Magician and Moon, Magician and Priestess, which we don't have. Okay. Warrior is Chariot and Strength, Chariot and Emperor, Hierophant and Strength, Hierophant and Justice, Strength and Sun. Oh, these are actually all just tarot cards, right? Yeah, of course. Fool, Judgment, Magician, okay, yeah. We can't make the Assassins. I was thinking about that one. Oh, we have so many Hanged Man masks. Devil White masks. They're all white masks, too, interestingly. Kind of suggesting that maybe there are others? I mean, okay, maybe there is one more archetype in the same line as the Masked Dancer. Maybe that's gonna be not just an advanced form that uses the same masks, or it could be. It could be something like, I don't know, a dark version of the Dancer that uses, I don't know, black masks. And is somehow, I don't really know what the difference could possibly be. But maybe that's a thing, or maybe there's indeed going to be another archetype that also uses something similar that uses black masks, or another type of mask, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, I was kind of hoping that maybe the Assassin's Mask would be a thing, so we could just have two Assassins, basically, because Assassin has just been really strong. It does specify Masked Dancer only. I suppose because they're technically just all just accessories, but no one else can equip them, which makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Should I cast? Should I craft something? Ideally, something where I have multiple ingredients, so don't completely run out. Tower White Mask. Which is also needed by the commanders. Almost all of these, in fact, all but the Magic Seeker's Mask, just require at least one mask that we only have the single one off. Is this just an upgrade? Weaknesses and resistances are the same. And it does make it sound like it's just a better version of a Seeker, which in practice it just is, I guess. So, why don't we at least do this? Oh hey, for science, perform a special experiment. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Ooh, and this one's purple quality. Interesting. It also shows a check mark for each one we've actually crafted. Even though we came with a Seeker's Mask. So we don't technically need to craft another one of those. Unless we for some reason want 2 basic Seeker's Masks. So is there going to be some sort of reward for crafting each one of these once? Just like with cooking recipes? Maybe? Not sure. Equip. Juna. So, okay. She also has a weapon, and the Archetype has its own proprietary weapon type. Interestingly, we have... Maybe we had the Innocent Fan before? Maybe we just got that somewhere as a drop or something. But she came pre-equipped with a better one. Okay. Not special in any way, of course. I'm sure we could probably just buy a better version with some sort of extra bonus at a shop. And in fact, we can do that. We should be able to do that with our considerable funds. Fairy Thread Blouse. Some evasion, but otherwise nothing too special. Satchel of Cape. Right, this is currently equipped. I mean, this is just a decent upgrade. So I guess for now we just go with that. Red Gillies. Shoes that are both stylish and comfortable. That's nice and all. Agility +2. What's her stats? I mean, she does have high agility, but... And her magic is also very decent. In fact, here it shows her magic as being at 34. Okay, anyway. Seeker's Mask versus Magic Seeker's Mask. I mean, it doesn't specify what stats we get. Infernal Vortex, the same Art of Dance, increases success rate of skills that inflict status elements. Okay. Cyclone, heavy wind magic damage. Dayama, medium HP recovery for one ally. Vitalja increases attack defense for one ally by 2 ranks for 3 turns. Attack and defense by 2 ranks? Wow, okay, that is really good. Mask Revelry recovers a medium amount of caster's HP. I think that might also be a better version than the regular Seeker's Mask. Wow, this seems incredibly strong and pretty well balanced, honestly. Weakness to fire, sure. But, you know. Eventually we're gonna have its heavy fire magic damage to all enemies. No chance to burn, though, on this one. Okay, you know what? I don't hate it at all. We can't inherit anything for now, interestingly. Can we not? Maybe we can. Oh, we totally can. Okay, so what would we like to have? Oh, we can't inherit anything because she literally has nothing else. Yet, that is. I mean, as always, we could give her... Blizz, I suppose. To complement her fire skill. It's hard to say. Yeah, what's a nice go-to that I often go with? I mean, Hama, I guess, from the healer line would also be decent. In fact, we would get that just for studying the archetype.
Fascinating.
Why don't we just go ahead and study all the basic ones?
Of course.
You cannot skip these cutscenes still, right? Okay, that's gonna
Let's go.
take a little while if I really want to just go through all of them. And I know I've been reading
I could do
the little no, it's not change. The little bits of dialogue, I suppose. Maybe I should keep doing that. Why stop now? Faker. I mean, Faker's roguery. What's the merchant start with? He does start with the gold attack. I mean, that's an interesting one. Pretty decent damage. Even though it's labeled as weak. The cost is negligible. But the high crit rate is definitely useful. And it just works against anything. I mean, I don't hate this at all.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
The cost, of course, is also completely negligible at this point.
Let's go.
Well, if it isn't the merchant archetype, alright. Leave all the finances to me. This knowledge will serve me well in the future. Surely.
I've learned a new skill.
Indeed. Let's just give you that right now, I suppose. Oh, that's 2,500, but yeah, it's useful. Also, it's interesting, yeah, so I guess... What? Wait, okay, hold on. It's really interesting. When you look at archetype details, it only shows the skills that you currently have equipped. So... Can you... Hey, you can totally just unequip the mask. And then, okay. So these are her core skills. Everything else is granted via the mask. Fascinating. And also, I guess I was wrong. So this is just the same. Yeah, because it's independent of the mask. It's just part of the archetype itself. As are the... Yeah, I mean, all the dance-related things, I guess. And her fire skills. Okay, makes sense. And the exact difference here was that we get Cyclo, Terracotta, Tetra Break. Right. And with the Magic Seeker, we get the Strong Wind Magic, which is, of course, also more expensive. Than the much better, but also more expensive Buffing Spell, and... we lose Tetra Break. And we gain what exactly again? Oh, we get the... one enemy medium HP recovery. Okay, I mean... Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Certainly interesting.
Here, kitty.
What a cute cat. Oh. Okay, we should also have something to read. About the Masked Dancer, of course. In times of yore, there lived heroes who were renowned for their splendor and beautiful masquerade. Their souls together form the power of the Masked Dancer. Among them, the elite, who wears masks to draw out their own power, finding new selves within selves, eyed up the Persona Master. The Masked Dancer archetype is one and yet multiple. It brings out the possibilities within itself and can respond to any situation. But obtaining its wide variety of powers comes at great effort and cost. Mostly effort, yes. They're only as strong as their collection of masks. Let no masked dancer forget this truth.
Whoa.
Well, honestly, just the first one we just crafted already seems really good. This archetype equips masks and changes its resistances and attacks. That means it's really versatile, but only if you can find the masks. Yep, that's fair. Oh. And we never looked at the commander, true. In times of yore, there lived heroes known to change the tides of battle by their presence alone. Their souls together form the power of the commander. Among them, the adept, whose word guides legions, I dub the general, and the elite, who has the battlefield in the palm of their hand, I dub the warlord. The commander archetype is unremarkable alone, but can produce impressive results by taking leadership of the battle and supporting their squadron. But their power comes from being surrounded by skilled heroes to direct. A leader loses effectiveness when asked to spearhead the attack. Let no commander forget this truth.
The thing is...
Right, strengthen allies' abilities, and even change their rows, yeah. Got defense, but no real damage. It does come with its own offensive ability, though. But I guess maybe it's not that strong.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, I guess we're leaving. Obviously, we don't even
won't you?
need to be here to unlock archetypes. So I'll just take care of that, as in unlocking all the basic archetypes for Juna at some point, but we don't need to watch all of that necessarily. Okay, so what do we do actually? Rest up for tomorrow. Ah, okay. Makes sense. I guess I could look for everyone else. As in, what are we even looking for? Oh, the only person who isn't here... Ah, maybe not now, okay. Never mind. Is just Neuros. I guess he's assumed to be in the cockpit. I mean, there are 5 beds here, right? Maybe Neuros has his own quarters. Heisme has his tent up on deck. Anyway, I think doesn't look very comfortable. I mean,
Sure.
don't have a choice now. Also, yeah.
Good night.
Let's see what the next day brings us. Finding it hard to sleep. As good a time as any for some reading, I guess. Ah, of course, this is... Okay, yeah. This is where we're gonna read the book. Juna is gonna see us reading and is gonna ask about the book, and... Yeah, that's... Yeah, the same thing has happened with all the other allies at some point, I think.
Good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
What's the matter? Well, I can't sleep.
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night.
Yeah,
He won't find out about our mission.
I guess if Luis doesn't find out that we can teleport, then, yeah. I mean, of course, we also don't know that Rella is literally the only person who could even possibly read that formula. She's just the only person that we knew, or Juna knew. So, I guess we wouldn't necessarily have to have gone to Grand Trad to have it, you know, examined by someone. But that possibility definitely shouldn't... He shouldn't suspect that possibility until he learns that we can teleport instantaneously. Which, you know, I still don't really see how we could possibly keep that secret. But, you know, apparently we can. I should probably have Juna return any Magla keys we got on the Caradrius too, just to be safe. I guess we're not gonna need them anymore, so sure.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations.
For better or worse.
This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Okay. Well, that was a bit weird. But I guess the masquerade is
Time
just
marches
part
on,
of her
and
character.
the age of a new king
Makes sense.
draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, Bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden!
Who might not actually be the Bane of sea monsters that he made himself out to be, as we heard from someone.
And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido! Furthermore...
In the end,
and so on
everyone
and so
but
forth.
Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition.
Yeah, of course, he's also working for Louise officially, so...
The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna! Valiant human slayer! Yes, it's the young Elder!
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
Yeah, something like that.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Russon, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina.
Oh yeah? Wait, where's she?
Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. we've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Virga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Nemo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
I guess he didn't announce them all in order? Because otherwise Katharina and the unnamed Mustari candidate wouldn't actually be in the race still if they're not in the top 20, right? I guess that part never really made sense to me.
And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne! First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand!
I guess only 19 of us are currently gathered here because Luis isn't anywhere to be seen. Although he did say that he was officially joining. Maybe he's going to make his grand entrance in a moment.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is...
Actually, it looks like there are only 16 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I guess... So 2 people are missing? No, wait. 3 people. Who are technically among the top 20. They could have... I don't know if that's on purpose or if they just forgot to put them there, didn't think anyone would actually count how many people were added. I mean, some of them just look generic, obviously. I mean, what the heck are those people in the back right? They look completely nondescript. Like the entire back row, basically, except for the one Ischia, perhaps. Ishkia. Anyway, now at long last we're ready to announce the next challenge, yes?
Recovering and offering a divine relic!
Right, yeah. I mean, we heard as much. We heard the council discuss that.
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice!
Oh, interesting. So that's the job that came up for Juna?
To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Okay.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Oh. Focus, Iceland, focus.
It's probably the hair. It's pretty impressive.
By the deadline of the second round, Alterbury will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics.
The fact that he's also competing in the race. Oh, right, of course. He's also one of the 20. So he wouldn't be standing there with the rest of the rabble. So at least 17 were present. Anyway, anyone else? I guess maybe Guido was also... No, I don't know if he was standing there with the rest of us. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the fact that Forden is participating himself, of course there is no like conflict of interests or anything. And when he's also conducting, you know, the ceremony where all the delivered relics will be, I guess, judged, examined, judged, and ranked. Anyway.
To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
Yay! Guido's right there by 40. So we really only have one person unaccounted for?
They're
Possibly.
unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder! They would steal our very culture!
Yeah. That aspect certainly sucks.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
Yeah, basically... all but ordering us to, you know, plunder non-sanctus temples and sanctuaries and just, yeah, stealing their holy relics. How are we gonna handle that? What do you mean? What new low? What? Do we even have to ask?
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
Yeah.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Alterbury. It's further
Oh.
east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Yeah, if only we could fly. And also, I mean, we only need to actually go there once we have the relic, right? I mean, I suppose we could make our way there and then start looking for the relic, because we can then always conveniently teleport back once we have it.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
You suppose? Oh, okay.
Looks like our first job's come in.
These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival. Good on ya.
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What do you mean finale? Yeah.
What do you mean, a finale?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
Well, you hadn't said that. Also, how?
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders.
I mean, if Louise actually has a plan here, one that can work, if in fact he has some sort of magic spell that can somehow kill Forden despite him being protected by the royal magic, or just remove that royal magic protection, then by observing it, well, I mean, first of all, we're no friend of Forden's. So if Louise takes care of him for us, fine by me. And then maybe we can learn the trick how to fight a candidate, how to kill a candidate, and use it against Louise himself. So that could become our new plan, I guess. Now that the curse formula angle has maybe failed for good.
Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodios.
Dracodios. Okay.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
That seems relatively likely.
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saint's Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
Good to know.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
Indeed. I mean, we're acting extremely suspiciously here. Let's be honest.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me.
Really?
Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Well, we're back at the inn. We find ourselves back at the inn. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracodios.
All right.
I guess we've got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go. Okay. Search for clues about the Divine Lands. Is this something... More memorandum entries? I guess? Right. Is this something we can figure out? Where would the game want me to go? Who could I ask? Do we know someone we could ask about this kind of thing? I mean, we could just go visit Rella again, I suppose. I mean, she's a Sanctist, but that maybe because of that, she might know might know something about, you know, pagan relics. Know your enemy and all that. So other than that, we don't really know any sages. Yeah, I don't know. Memorandum. Let's actually go ahead and read what's new here. Dedication ceremony. A special ceremony announced by the Crown Theocracy to be the central event of this year's Saints' Day Festival in Ontario. By collecting and sealing away dangerous relics scattered throughout the kingdom in the name of Sanctism, the ceremony will relieve the anxieties of the people. Such well, the sanctist portion of the people, anyway. Such is its designated purpose, but it is effectively a continuation of the Exhibition of the Brave held in Brilhaven, expected to act as the final leg of the tournament for the throne. While it can be seen as an open invitation to loot and pillage treasures of pagan faith, while keeping the sanctist officials' hands clean, some also note that it allows the crowned theocracy to seize a veritable armory of dangerous weapons with unknown powers. A worrying sign for the days to come. Yeah, exactly. Ontario Saints' Day, the largest sanctist festival in the faith that takes place every autumn in Alderbury. Highly devout followers will go to great risk to make the pilgrimage at least once in their lives. According to religious scripture, God used his precious hands to bless the lands of the earth the lands of the earth 4 times. The last of these blessings occurs in autumn, and the festival is held in celebration. The scriptures also teach that the monolith is evidence of God's favor upon the world, and that the plentiful grain harvests of autumn shew the bounty and glory of his blessing. I'm not familiar with that word. It probably exists, but it could also just be a typo and supposed to be show the bounty? I don't know. Anyway, a monolith, huh? Also plentiful grain harvests of autumn. It seems to me, to my limited knowledge, that most, if not all, grain harvests happen in autumn, mostly. I don't know, maybe not exclusively, but... Anyway. What else? History. Principality of Montario. One of the Kingdom of Eucronia's 3 constituent countries occupying its easternmost lands. The Montarian capital, Alderbury Heights, is a mountain city commonly blanketed in snow, occupying much land held sacred to sanctism. Infamous for its cold climate, Alderbury's many prominent Rosent and Clamar noble houses boast a hearty resistance to the chill. They enjoy a more direct political influence over Montario than other countries' aristocracies tend to wield, currently ruled by a rogue lord. A rogue. Oh, that's very snowy. Mage Academy. Once the kingdom's preeminent magic research academy, located in the Principality of Ontario, accused by the Crown Theocracy of conducting dangerous research. That's gonna be our next dungeon, isn't it? The academy was subdued by force and shuttered only a few years prior. Yeah, of course. Abandoned magic academy. It's a pretty classical setting for a, you know, for a dungeon type place. Dungeon type place. Anyway, today it is only an empty ruin, untouched and unvisited. Surely. Completely empty. No, I don't know, remnants of magical experiments and, I don't know, demons and undead and whatnot running or shuffling through its empty corridors. Anjuna, initially thought to be in league with Luis, the surprising truth is that she's actually the second agent sent by the Resistance to save the prince. We really should have been sent a memo on that, but, you know. Her passion for singing, though, has always been genuine. As a Nydia, she has lived her life under false pretenses, extending even to her physical appearance. Because of this, she feels that singing is the only true experience she has ever had. And... more? Hector. Oh, really? A watchdog often accompanying Glodell. Though he looks unerringly vicious, it is said that he was originally a friendly stray dog before being forcibly melancholized by Glodell's magic igniter. I mean, technically we didn't kill Hector. The fight ended when Glodell died, so we don't actually know what happened to Hector. I wonder if he's canonically still alive, and maybe the moment Glodell died, he was freed from the magic influence and demelanchoalized? I don't know. Kind of doubt that we're going to see him again, but who knows? A divine lance, was it? That's some pagan crap, ain't it? Go ask one of them, not a Clamar like me. Oh, I guess if it's a Mustari artifact, then they would know about that. That makes sense. I didn't even think that just talking to random people on the street would give us a hint, but I guess that makes sense. Have you seen any Mustari around here, then? Someone who seems like they might know more about it? I told you I don't know anything, didn't I? Find a crowd and you can bet there's a Mustari or two there. Now bugger off. Wow, rude. I think they might avoid crowds of people, if I'm being honest. But maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something. Well, there was the Mustari candidate just standing around somewhere at some point.
Huh. So foolish to
You're
rouse
that
his
elder.
great
You got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? You had a sanctuaries executed simply to improve your status, didn't you? Immoral, blasphemous elder. And it's not just your filth. Lately, there've been pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. Okay. You tainted barbaric tribes shall be punished by His Eminence Forden and by God.
Hey there!
Wow, did you hear what he said through all that crap though? About there being pagans nearby? Yeah, I did hear that. Huh, at least we got something out of this diatribe, other than a headache. I mean, okay, I wouldn't really read too much into that.
What's it all got to do with us? I just can't stand it.
Lovely.
And surely the map just gives it away, right? It usually just tells us outright where we need to go, but maybe not in this case. Okay, I guess we'll just keep talking to people. In fact, is it just in here? Hello? Hello? Any Mustari around?
Hey, listen!
Would you know, perhaps?
Huh?
Ever heard of a divine lance? A divine lance? Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait, someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been a Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the lance? Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must be headed toward the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar.
Okay, so...
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Merchant's Bazaar, okay. Right, we also want to see that, the gambler?
Hey!
Excuse me. Oh, it's you two. Why address me while I'm enjoying a meal? I'm a customer of this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. Yeah, I mean, why? Was this random person someone we could talk to? I don't know. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree? No.
Sure.
Well then. Okay.
I'm just...
Sure, that was random. But the game really likes to yell at me for just doing the only thing available to me.
How fine.
All these able-bodied candidates gathering here for the exhibition of the brave. This is the best. I can't wait to see them showcasing their skills in the Colosseum. Those perfectly chiseled muscles straining against brutal beasts. Sure, yeah. But we've got to go eat beforehand, remember? So let's just tone it down for now. Unsettled man. Oh, that was a hiccup there. Game likes to have those from time to time. Gap, gap, mumble, mumble.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I know the game just told me where I'm supposed to go. Actually, I suppose there's not really anything more to do here. Merchant's Bazaar?
Let's head there right away.
Young man.
Wonderful.
Young man.
Actually, was he standing around here before? Oh, he is. Right there. Okay, hold on.
Now what am I to do?
Is there anyone else to talk to? Thought I saw someone.
But that...
Maybe not? There are these two again? No? Can't talk to them. Okay, also the gambler, of course, is only there at night, so... sure, let's...
Well met, eh?
Hey, that Mustari over there. Yeah, not just any Mustari. The Mustari.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him, and damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
I know we team up. Yeah, I mean, how's he gonna handle this? Maybe he knows of some relics that have been lost or something, that are in ancient ruins, that, you know... At least we wouldn't have to desecrate an active place of worship to you know, get our hands on it. Although, I guess we've been asked to recover a specific relic. So, we'll see where that one happens to be. Why don't we team up? Sure, I mean...
Why don't we team up?
What? Really? The enemy of my enemy is my friend? Nah, I'll pass, thanks.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure.
Okay. So not just any old relic, huh? Thanks, Louise.
The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Edeni. Future party member, perhaps? I'm not sure would be interesting. Or at the very least, maybe a follower. I mean, it would make perfect sense to me to have at least one Mustari on our side.
Take my advice. Forget about Draco Dios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We'd never take it by force. No, I mean, hopefully not. But then... I mean, also, why do we have to follow Luis's orders anyway? If we're still participating as our own candidate, right? Yes, we're officially allied with Luis, but as far as the competition, the tournament is concerned, we just need to get any relic. Anyway. We never take it by force. No.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there.
Oh, that's a
and
problem?
that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on Virga Island somewhere.
Yes, it definitely does sound like that. But, I mean, if all the relics are basically only to be found in Mustari lands, and I thought when, you know, when I heard that we're supposed to gather divine relics, or, you know, pagan relics, in fact, that they would be found in, you know, all kinds of abandoned temples and whatnot all over the land. And that I wasn't even sure that the Mustari faith was literally the only other faith, the only other source of divine relics. You know, the only other religion that used to exist besides Sanctism. But, I mean, it looks like for, you know, for the sake of simplicity, that's basically how it is. But yeah, how are all the other candidates supposed to get their hands on divine relics? Obviously, if all of them are to be found only on the islands that the Mustari inhabit, then they must find ways to get there. I suppose Forden himself has at least a battleship that he also used to slay that, or supposedly slay that sea monster. So he would have his own means of getting there. But how does everyone else hope to go there? Or is the plan to give everyone an impossible task so that Forden wins by default, because only he and maybe Godot can even get there and get their hands on one of those relics? But then it also seems like the Sanctists would hope that you know, they get delivered a bunch of relics to both get their hands on them, on these powerful artifacts, and also, you know, weaken the Mustari, weaken the pagans, and strengthen Sanctism. So, I don't know. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is that, you know, the fact that no ships are sailing there, that cannot be entirely true, or at least there must be ways to reach those islands anyway, because obviously all the candidates will have to do that.
Is there really no ship passage there?
Yeah.
This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
Oh, okay.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Yeah, how are all the other candidates dealing with that situation?
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ourselves.
Oh, have you been working overnight and just attaching some giant wings to the runner?
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Or maybe he hasn't done it yet.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
I mean, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Wait, is that our runner?
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Oh, I guess before we learn to fly, we first learn to swim? I mean, didn't we hear that most, if not all, runners can also function as ships? Or something to that effect? Anyway, I mean, yeah, it's not too surprising to me. They more or less all look like boats with big legs attached.
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his runner all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas.
Yeah. Okay, you investigated Luis's runner?
After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Ontario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
I mean, either that, or teleporting back to Grand Tread and traveling from there, cutting the land route in half, but okay, sure. Swimming works for me.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot? You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather.
Please
we're
let me
running
say
short
yes.
on beds.
That too, actually, yeah. It's definitely starting to get a little bit crowded now.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Well, except for Louise, according to them.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
Well, this is gonna be awkward.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
Well, I mean, they're just... yeah, they obviously still suspect us. They're big on sailing.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials and make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Okay, well... apparently we can sail now, which is great. I guess we can't really stick around to do any activities in the city. Yeah, I mean... that's how it's always been, of course. We're gonna be forced into a certain, series of events for some time before we get free reign of our days once again. Which is okay. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do. I mean, okay, we just unlocked more entries. You know what, let's look at those next time and stop here for today. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then we're going to sail away next time. And we'll see how that goes. If that's fundamentally different from overland travel or basically just the same thing, we'll see. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.